Today we're going to look at the Staedtler Initium Lignum. Please don't hit me up in the comments about my horrible pronunciation. I'm aware, and that seems to be people's favorite thing to do. It's a free video. Just want to help you to get a look at these pens. I may have mispronounced that. Again, Staedtler Initium Lignum. It's a really beautiful pen. I got some marketing, a book and everything from Staedtler. But if you take a look at this, what's interesting is it's a wood body. I don't know if that's I'm going to assume it's a veneer because the inside was brass when I took a look at this pen. But it's gorgeous. This is the plum version. The one that we're looking at today is maple wood. Comes in this really nice gift box with the Staedtler name kind of in gold print here. You push to the side to open up the box. You'll see another one. It's one of their premium pens, Initium. It's got a rubber band on the box. Just remove that to take a look inside. I've already obviously inked and used this quite a bit. So underneath this is where I originally got all the books and marketing supplies and all of that from this pen. You can see when you first take it out of the box, absolutely a beautiful pen. This again is maple wood. If you look very closely, you can see the grain in the wood, which I think is beautiful. The pen clip's just kind of a utilitarian. It's got a couple of depressions here that look like kind of windows. Sort of a cigar shape, gets wider at the top, narrower toward the middle of the pen body. It does have this Mars head here, which is Staedtler's their logo, and it looks like, you know, one of those Roman hats with the mohawk down the middle, a plume, I guess you would call it. So when we unscrew it, it says made in Germany here on the around where it would be, I guess, the cap band or the pen band, but there isn't one. It's looks like feels like aluminum maybe. It's pretty light, and then it says Staedtler, and I told you about the Mars. Here it's a brushed aluminum finish on the section. Has just a really pretty nib here. This in particular is a medium nib. I didn't even look until just now. That's why I had to pull it off camera to see. So it's a medium nib. This pen does come with its own converter. As you can tell, I've been using it. This is actually my second fill. They gave me a bottle of Staedtler Royal Blue ink, which I don't think is royal in color, but it is a pretty blue. And what was interesting to me is I was a little scared to use this at first, especially to ink it, because the finish on this wood is so light you can't even tell if there is a finish, but there is. It's a matte finish. You can see just a little bit of a sheen in some of the photos on my website. So if you want to take a look at that, some of the close-ups, you'll see that a little bit better, but it posts pretty well. At first I didn't think it did, and that was just generally because I didn't post it, you know, firm enough. You got to really kind of shove it on there and it'll stay on, doesn't shake off. If you want to take a look at how it writes, actually I can show you too in some of their marketing supplies. These are very nice pens, the Staedtler brand. So obviously they're in German too, but they give you a little information on the plum wood versus the maple wood, and you can see some of the other pens that they offer. The Lignum, it says, we associate wood with warmth, a feeling of security, and immensely pleasant atmosphere. Wood is a living material which makes us feel at home in the here and now. Wood is pure nature, as marked by the unique grain, the feel of the surface, and the patina developed over time. And they did say that with this maple finish that it will slightly yellow and patina over time, just like your kitchen cabinets would in the sunlight. So in order to see a bit of a writing sample, I'm going to take Clairefontaine graph paper, and I'm going to go through and write a little writing sample. So if you can bear with me, I do reuse some of these pages, try to be conscious of what we're using our resources for. So let's take a look at this. So writing sampler. Okay, so Staedtler Initium Lignum. This is a maple finish using royal blue ink and a medium Okay, so let me turn this so you can see. Again, it's a very smooth writer. So this is Staedtler Initium Lignum Maple Finish using Staedtler Royal Blue ink and a medium nib. And obviously Jennifer is at bestfountainpen.com. You can check out more info on this pen on my website at bestfountainpen.com. There'll be a link to it in the description underneath this video. But just so you know, this is a very smooth writer, and I didn't have any issues with this pen at all. In fact, it's one that I gravitate to. If anything, it's a little cap heavy, but even though I'm a poster, it didn't bother me one bit. So again, if you want to see more on this pen, check out my website at bestfountainpen.com.